My name is Danielle Weichert, and I am an early elementary education major at York College of Pennsylvania. Culture, the beliefs and way of life of a certain group of people, has never really played a prominent role in who I am. My ancestors came to the United States from Germany, but my German heritage does not influence the way I live my life. Although my ancestry does not have a large influence on my life, other aspects, like my religion and age, play a sizable role in my life. At 19 years old, I feel like I am at an awkward age in my life. Turning 18 is a momentous occasion. Most students graduate high school at this age, and you are finally considered an adult. A few years later, you turn 21, another exciting birthday. Nothing exceptionally exciting happens when you turn 19. Several of my friends have recently turned 21 or will be turning 21 in the near future. At only 19 years old, I am not able to celebrate with them the way many of their other friends can. In high school, summer vacation was about relaxing and spending time with my friends. At 19 years old, I am in the middle of my college career. Student loans are starting to pile up. Summer vacation becomes more about working to earn money, most of which will be spent on paying for college and paying off student loans. While not a lot of exciting things happen at age 19, a lot of other things are happening, so I feel like my age plays a big role in my actions and how I am currently living my life. Another prominent aspect of my life right now is my Catholic religion. This is because I am starting to think about the type of school I would ultimately like to teach in. I have been Catholic my entire life and attended Catholic school for pre-K through 12th grade. I am most familiar and comfortable in the Catholic school setting. Because of this, I would like to teach in a Catholic school. Catholic schools and public schools are completely different. I am used to praying during the morning and afternoon announcements, as well as before every class. During my fall 2016 semester at York College, I was placed in a public elementary school. It felt strange to not say a prayer at the beginning of the day. Because of my experience in Catholic school, I would like to also teach in a Catholic school. Living in York, Pennsylvania is also a large part of my cultural identity. I have lived in York for the past 7 years. Much of my family has lived in York for my entire life, so I often spent holidays and summer vacations here. Moving to York was a big adjustment for me, but it helped that I was not moving somewhere completely unfamiliar. 7 years ago, living in York would have been a larger portion of my cultural identity. While I am still learning my way around York, it does not have as much of an impact on my cultural identity as it previously did. Being female does not have a large impact on my cultural identity. Many females feel they do not have the same opportunities that males have. I do not feel that way. I feel as though I am given the same opportunities and chances that males are given. My gender is not something that is constantly on my mind and impacting the way I live my life. Speaking English is not something that is a large portion of my cultural identity. While I would someday like to become fluent in another language, that is not necessary in my current life. I do not encounter foreign language speakers in my job, so I only need to speak English in order to effectively communicate. At previous points in my life, speaking another language, specifically Spanish, would have benefited me. At this point in my life, the only language I need to speak is English. Having no exceptionality, being heterosexual, of German descent, and a member of the middle class are very small aspects of my cultural identity. During school, I was never in special education or gifted programs. This never bothered me, and I do not feel like being in one of those programs would have impacted who I am today. I was always thankful being on the honor roll, but I never wished I could be the smartest student in my class. Being heterosexual has had little to no impact on my life. I do not feel oppressed because of my sexual orientation, as many other people do. In a similar way, being of German descent has also had little to no effect on my life. My ethnicity does not make me feel burdened, as is the case with many other ethnicities. As a member of the middle class, I have always felt secure with my life. I know that I will be fed and have a roof over my head. These aspects, no exceptionality, heterosexual, of German descent, and middle class, are very small parts of my cultural identity. Throughout my life, my cultural identity has changed. It will continue to change. My cultural identity is different from everyone else's cultural identity, and there is nothing wrong with that.